It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Horton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Nice. Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Deputy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Good ass.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Second and 10. And this throw incomplete. Over that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
This.
Here's Hurts to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And Walker has it. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
1st down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready, set. Down. Go.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Kicking off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words.
Still on his feet. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, come on.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Horton. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
19, Tiger, Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Man, that practice.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Ooh.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Yes.
It's Barkley on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
Man, that was not a catch.
Starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll set up a throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Come on, why would you come out of that?
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Hey, Silver.
From the gun, it's Hurts. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, come on!
Recovered by the offense.
got it off.
They cannot advance it here in the final 2
Conservative.
minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Man, this nigga cannot throw.
Here's another one intercepted.
Damn.
Nicky Manwari. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one.
Hurts is
Maybe
still on the
setting the
phone.
tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hurts.
He's a breaking loss, a scam.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
Break the scam.
And that'll make it 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. That's caught inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. And an Eagles.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown! A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
I mean, that's wrong call. All I do is keep going straight.
Stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Man, this nigga just punched him off.
These guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Man, no bomb.
Nice play.
I just throw it right where he coming.
Coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards there for number 15.
79 Broncos.
The 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, 70.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Viking,
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On the
and the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
19 Tigers, 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Back to throw. Now he'll take this and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though.
70 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
63, 63, 63.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Oh, wow! Look at that! I am just, I'm just
as well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
Good.
It is deafening in here.
What?
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Israel Ababa-Kenda. It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Seahawks First down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3rd and 8.
Panther 11. Panther. Ready. Cowboy 70. Ready.
Now back to throw.
Mm.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
We both
And
have.
the return will stop right around the 25.
It's horrible. Stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Mm.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Who was that?
Now 2nd and 9.
What you got to go to the office for? What you got to go to the office for?
Up the middle with Barkley. And able to get that 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
All right, Brian.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
He'll drop to throw.
This nigga is wicked with that coming up with that safety.